Hey guys, it's Icy Matt here again. Um, so today we're going to be playing some more Shoot the Ship, probably. Um, Leveling up the Scar. I got the AK-47 leveled up, max level, and I'm not even going for gold right now on anything. I'm just trying to max everything out, max level everything out. I was really hoping um, this weekend would be a double triple XP because of the alpha release for the PS4, although I completely understand why it's not. It's not because they don't want to take away for PS4. They don't want to take the experience away from the alpha release from PS4 players, and they don't want to take the double triple experience opportunity away from PS4 players. Which really, my opinion on the double triple experience thing is you're only using it for the weapon XP at this point in the game because there's like 8 days left in the season. Most people um, already have max level and everything. At least I'd assume. I know for a fact I do. Um, oh, if they're not okay, so if it's not max level already, it's darn close to getting there. Um, but I don't really know anybody who has it max level already. And we're definitely gonna lose this game because I joined mid game, and there's no way. Not because I joined mid game, but there's no way we're gonna catch up. There we go. Let's see. I can try and okay. All right. So basically, this video is gonna be talking about the alpha testing from last night for PS4 players. I watched a stream of it because obviously I don't have PS4, and I wanted to talk about some of the stuff I saw from the stream. Obviously, it's not my own experience, so it's gonna be a little bit. So my opinion on it might change come beta 1 because there's gonna be more stuff more likely than beta, but 2 because it's gonna be me playing it instead of me watching somebody play it. So I'm gonna have the experience of playing it instead of the experience of watching somebody play it. But the first thing I noted was the main screen. Granted, it's probably intentionally unfinished for a reason, but from what I could see, it looks like a very clean main screen. That's all I can talk about that because nobody really cares a whole lot about the main screen. I don't know. I saw the main screen and I was like, man, this looks like it's gonna be a really good game just off of that. The second thing I'm gonna talk about is okay. So one of my favorite things about this Call of Duty is the gunsmith. I know Black Ops 2, Black Ops 4, it's not as it's more conservative in that aspect where like you don't get as many choices. I really like what they did with the gunsmith in this game. I talked about it a little bit in Friday's video, but um, so for one, they have the 10 attachments you can put on the gun. The attachments look to be ordered in a little bit different way than this one does, or this one has them ordered in. Whoops. Um, but I really like the fact that you can clearly tell that when you're editing your gun, you're in like a gun workshop, whereas this game it's a little bit harder to, if possible, it's hard to tell that that's where you are. So I like the fact that they put it in an actual gun gun workshop instead of just leaving it up to the people playing to, I guess, make up where it was. Um, I haven't really seen people use the max amount of attachments in a few of the videos I've seen. Um, in terms of the gunsmith, so I think 10 might be too many for some people. I'm not entirely sure though. I love that like the wild card and the perks and stuff show up in the hat, like back when they used to put like the cards on their hat and stuff when they'd play games and everything, and the actual like wars. So I thought that looked pretty cool. Um, I just thought that was a neat feature. I'm not a huge fan of the operators. I guess the look of the operators in this game. It seems like some of them just look too cartoony. Like one of them, for instance, looks like I wish I could remember it. Looks like a character from I think Boom Beach to me. Yes, I think the game. That's just what it looks like to me. Um, but that may not be what I'm thinking. Some cartoony game character on the phone is what one of them looks like. Um, the next thing, and I'm actually going to buy these really quick. The iron sights on snipers, not a huge fan of. One, I'm bad at sniping in general. Um, I leave that to other people in the group. Normally, when I snipe, I just get lucky shots off. Um, but I see. Okay, this only would affect me directly if this is a feature in Warzone. I'm 100% down with it, I guess, if it's not a feature in Warzone. If it's a feature in Warzone, whoops. If it's a feature in Warzone, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't want to be running towards a building and get sniped by a guy without a sniper glint. That would frustrate me. Because, well, okay, so I guess not even sniper glint. I mean, iron sights. I think red dot sights are a thing on these snipers too, which is just gonna frustrate the crap out of me. I don't like that's the one thing I don't want to happen because I hate being sniped in general. But I don't really want to be running at a building and be like, oh man, I died because of a sniper that I couldn't technically see or do anything about because he's got iron sights or red dot sights on. Um, that would just frust. I can't make known how mad that would make me, and I, I can tell you it would get very old very quick for the people who get sniped by it, and I think there would be a large portion of people complaining about it. But then again, it could just be me. Um, and this isn't one of those things where like, man, if I could do it, it'd be great. It's one of those things where no, genuinely, it would get frustrating anytime I would get sniped with a sniper using iron sights. Now I know like things like the M4 with the suckum rounds and the 10 round mag on the what is it the AMAX and like the um what's the other one? Oh, the Odin. They're ARs, so they don't count as snipers, but you can still get sniped with those. So those would not bother me nearly as much. Um, like you're not using a scope on those. Okay, first of all, kudos to you. Secondly, that wouldn't bother me as much because its whole purpose is not necessarily like the AR is not designed necessarily for sniping specifically. Whereas a sniper, that's literally it's in the name. The marksman rifles, I think I'm more just because it's in this game fairly certain. Let me check on that, but I'm almost 100% certain that is a thing with the marksman rifles you can do. Yeah, okay, so yeah, these it's fine. Marksman rifles, it's 100% okay with not having to use a scope because you don't have to in this game. And I mean, they're not necessarily meant for long range sniping, I guess, unless you kit them to be that way. They're more so meant for like medium range. Um, so yeah, those I'm 100% behind that. The other thing I have noted, I'm gonna get to in a little bit about marksman rifles. The next thing I have noted is there's one specific gun I cannot wait to get my hands on. It is a tactical rifle, which I guess I'm gonna get to now. Looks and sounds like it is this game's um, marksman rifles, from what I could tell. They didn't have a marksman rifle category. They had a tactical rifle category. So from my guess, a tactical and a marksman rifle are essentially the same thing. The freaking Type 63 or 68. What is it? Type 68? No, 63. Okay, so I originally thought this was an assault rifle because I looked it up and it was labeled an assault rifle when I looked it up. This gun looks to be so freaking good. Like, honestly, I couldn't compare it to a marksman rifle in this game. It looks to be way better than any. Like, if it were to go up against any of the marksman rifles in this game, it would most definitely be easily beat out any of them. The only one it could have contention with is probably the Kar 98, and that's even iffy. Um, because I'm willing to bet that the marksman or the Type 63 has better range than the Kar 98 does. But going into the okay, so going into custom. Sorry, I have notes on what I want to talk about, so I don't just not or just ramble or anything. So one thing you guys should know about me is I have 5 custom classes for Warzone and 5 custom classes for multiplayer. Just because I don't know why I do. The one thing that like I was like, man, I really hope that changes is you only have 5 custom uh classes, and again, this is just based on multiplayer. Um, but yeah, I hope that doesn't cause the Warzone classes to shrink to where there's only 5 total. Because that would really bug me because I'd have to switch my classes or just have one set class for Warzone, or 2 set really, one for in game and one for like beginning to mid game. But yeah, that would bug me because I don't know. Seems to be the one thing about this game that like sort of regresses is the amount of custom classes you can have. Um, I went from 10 to 5. I don't know why. Whereas like gunsmith and everything went from like 5 to 10. So that sort of bummed me seeing only 5 classes. Tactical rifles. I've already touched on this. Essentially, it looks like they're the marksman rifle of this game. I already talked about that. This next thing I'm going to talk about seems to be what makes the Type 63 look so good, and it is the use of rapid fire on tactical rifles. Meaning, so one or two things. One, either tactical rifles are completely different than marksman rifles, um, and the point, like, in the meaning of they actually have the ability to um, rapid fire, or marksman rifles are just going to be incredibly good all around because they have the rapid fire ability, which from my understanding, just turns them into a sort of AR-like weapon, which might be why the Type 63 is labeled a assault rifle and not a tactical rifle. There's a third possibility though. This could be because everything is already unlocked for you in the alpha. So you don't have to like grind up for certain guns or certain attachments. So this could be a Type 63 exclusive attachment. Um, but I could be 100% wrong on that. It could just be a all tactical rifles have the ability of rapid fire. And again, it's just this isn't me like I didn't get to play the game, so rapid fire could have a completely different meaning than what I'm giving it. It's just what it looked like to me. It looked like it was like fully automatic. And then again, it was hard to tell because okay, so said person was playing on console, so because they were playing on PS4 with a controller. So therefore, it couldn't have been like the rapid scroll thing where they can scroll the mouse and just shoot really fast. So I don't know. I'm leaning more towards all marksman or all tactical rifles just have that ability. Um, but I don't know, and I don't know what that's gonna mean for. Like I don't know if that's a trade-off for snipers having iron sights. Like it's like yeah, you can use an iron sight sniper or you can use a rapid fire tactical rifle. Obviously, one is gonna shoot further than the other. Um, depending on how good your eyesight is. And that's a 100% serious thing. Like, obviously, not everybody's gonna be able to see as well or far with iron sights as other people will be. Um, mainly me. I won't be able to see more than probably 60 meters with a sniper with iron sights on it. I guarantee you it. Um, let's see. What else? There's map voting. So this is a thing I so wish, and a lot of other people I talked to wished was in this game. The ability to map vote, because so I understand why. Well, okay, I think I know a reason why map voting is not in this game, and it purely because Shoot House and Shipment are two of the best maps to level up guns. Um, at the same time, I really like some of the other maps, some of the smaller maps, because those are the maps I started playing on. I started playing with all my friends on, and yeah. So I like some of the smaller maps on this game. It's just they're not as good as Shipment and Ship House are for Ship House are. Should probably make sure that that's what I said, not the other thing. Um, but yeah. So wow, I did not have a good game. Oh, well, I guess I went. Yeah, I guess I went 30 and 30. Okay, I guess that's good. Um, what time is it? 9:30. But I guess I don't really have anything else to talk about. I went over everything I had. I still think the graphics are really good. That's just me though. I first, I was sorry. I was watching. I was reading comments about because they were asking about people's first thoughts on alpha testing, and some people weren't a huge fan of the graphics, but I think a lot of people are trying to compare it to this game. So, because compared to this game's got more realistic graphics. So yeah, this game, graphic-wise, there could be an argument made that this game looks better realistic-wise. Graphic-wise, I think Cold War has better graphics. I'm not gonna even try and attempt this game. Actually, I'm just gonna run around because I want to try and get this gold, the SKS, or not gold. Sorry, it is gold, obsidian. So I am gonna just run around with the SKS for a little bit. Um, The other reason being, it is a lot like the Type 63 from what I read. I missed all of those shots. There we go. There we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be quiet the rest of the game and let the gameplay finish itself out. Alright, Allied, I got stuff I gotta do, so I'm just hitting the video here. See, if you guys like the video, comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.